Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today I want to talk about a signature in price or a pattern that repeats all the time, and I see a lot of traders out there based on my DMs, the DMs that I receive. They interpret it the wrong way. So instead of seeing that signature as a bullish signal, they see it as a bearish signal and they take a short on it based on that and they take a loss, and vice versa. Right? So without any introductions or explaining, let me just get into it, right? And you'll understand exactly how it forms, the logic behind it, and then later on I'm going to show you examples on it, right? So let's, for example, imagine this scenario right here. So this is basically related to sweep, right? Turtle sweep or liquidity sweep, doesn't matter, failed breakout, but it goes like this. Suppose that we have some kind of point of interest right here, right? And then we have a high like this. Let's consider this as, I don't know, buy side liquidity or an alt high. And then price was trading lower like this, and then it started trading higher with heavy bullish momentum, right? Like this. It taps into here, so it sweeps those highs, okay? And suppose that this right here is the 15-minute time frame, okay? And this right here is a bearish point of interest. It can be anything. And then if we go lower to the time frames, and let's say the 1 minute, right? And the 1 minute is like this. So after the sweep of those highs right here, and you're looking for a reversal, it will print this pattern right here, right? So what you are looking at right now is the return to this right here, or maybe you take a direct entry from here and you want to take it lower, maybe to this zone, maybe to here, doesn't matter. But a lot of times when this bullish move to the upside happens, this heavy move, it leaves imbalances behind it. So for example, we have an imbalance right here, right? Like this. So when price is trading to here, and on the 1 minute it printed this reversal pattern, the break of structure, and you are waiting for that pullback to happen, this pullback to this right here, and you want to take it lower, it is happening from this imbalance right here, like this. So this imbalance is pushing price to the upside. It is the one that offered you this, and this is not a good sign. This is not what you want to see, right? Especially if it is the first imbalance right here from this whole move. If it is the first imbalance and it is the one that is giving you this right here, the pullback, price is likely to continue to the upside rather than reverses from here like this. So while you see this right here as a bullish or a bearish signal to take price lower, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because price broke this low and it took liquidity from here, it doesn't mean that we're gonna trade lower, right? There is still, let me call them line of defenses, that can still push price to the upside, and one of those things is, one of those lines is the first imbalance from this move, right? And like I always say, you can't really time the pullback. The pullback can happen into here, and you might get away with this and take price lower, and you get your points or your pips and you're out. But at some instances we have a shallow pullback, and that shallow pullback, it happens to end at the very first imbalance from that move, right? And then price continue to the upside. This happens especially after this right here, this momentum, this heavy momentum to the upside, and it is breaking a lot of highs right, before topping into this, breaking a lot of highs, right? And it could be not on the 15 minutes, you are watching the 15-minute and the 1 minute, and maybe this imbalance is not happening on the 15-minute, it is happening on the 5 minute, right? And you are not aware of that, right? So you have, for me, I like to have 3 time frames in front of me. I like to have my higher time frame, my execution time frame, and I want to see a time frame in between these two, so I don't get caught in these things right here, so I get the full picture, right? So a solution to this is you wait. You don't take your entry. If you are right about this, if you are right that price will likely to continue lower, especially after the sweep, right? So when price sweeps, you know that in a downtrend we tend to sweep the highs first, all the highs, before continuing lower and making new lows. So if you're right about this, you will get a lot of room to take profit in here. You don't have to get in from the very first sign of reversals. So what you can do here is you wait. If this fair value gap right here is offering the pullback to this right here and not the expansion to continue lower, okay, so it's not offering this, but it's offering this, the pullback to this zone right here. Let me draw it. Then what's going to happen is that we will see this price will continue lower and eventually break this right here, and this would be your cue to enter, right? So yes, a late entry, but a high probable entry, right? Another thing you can do is you watch and observe what's going on inside this fair value gap. So let's say, for example, price closed below it, right? That's another way to use this, but for me, I like the second one, right? I like to make sure. So now let me show you a few examples of this right here, so you can understand better. So starting from an example that happened pretty recently. From the left, we have the higher time frame. In this case, I use the 2-minute time frame. Sometimes I use the 1 to 2, depends on the structure that we have, right? So what happens on the higher time frame? We have this zone right here, this whole zone or order block. We put in this high, start turning to the downside, and then coming back to this high to take it. All right, so we swept this high right here, and if you go to, so this is the 15-second time frame, you can take a look at it. And if you go to the 5-second time frame, so that this is the high right here that we take it, we have multiple break of structures in here, right? You can consider this right here as the break of structure, or maybe this one, doesn't matter because we broke all of them and we traded to the downside. And while maybe you are waiting for price to pull back to here, okay, to take it lower, if we take a look at the higher time frame once again, we can see that this move to the upside is being offered by this imbalance right here. And we extend this in time, it's still offering the pullback, or I'm sorry, it's still offering support one more time here. And this was the first imbalance from this explosive move to the upside, right? So again, while you see this as a bearish signal, the higher time frame is still finding support from its first imbalance on this leg to the upside. All right, and the 15 minutes or the 15-second doesn't give us a lot of information right here, so it's one of the cases that I won't use it here, so only the 5 and the 2-minute. But the thing is, I could have scalped a 1 hour from this move right here. So for example, if I identify that this is a zone is possible for the order flow, right? So this is a topic that I talked about, and if I put a stop and if I put like a stop, buy stop in here, or a sell stop loss below this, all right, I could have taken 1 hour or more on this move right here, right? But just like zones responsible for order flows, right? Sometimes there is a particular zone that is, it's the one pushing price to the upside, and doesn't matter if price breaks a previous low, a market structure shift. In other words, if that zone is not broken yet, price will still push to the upside, okay? And it is the same for imbalances. So this imbalance push price to the upside once, one more time, finding support from it. And then when price breaks below it here, it continue lower to the downside. That's one. So this is a beautiful example that you can study it and see how you can incorporate imbalances or fair value gaps in your trading. Alright, so another example would be something like this, and you can see it's pretty much identical. So the signature looks the same on all the times, right? So you can see that we are trading lower here, right? We came back and we swept the high from here into this zone inside this fair value gap, this imbalance right here, dumping into this zone right here. And when we are trading lower, if we take a look at the 5 second, again, you can use any time frame, it doesn't really matter. We are seeing a lot of breaks. We have the break of this low, this low, this low, right? A lot of breaks in here, and you might want to take price lower from here, waiting for the pullback. But if we take a look again at the 1 minute time frame and not get zoomed in the execution time frame, we can see that the imbalance from here is really pushing price to the upside. Multiple rejections from it. So this is not what you want to see. As you can see, there is nothing in here on the 5 second. There is nothing to be aware of. But on the 1 minute, it's something else. You can see a lot of rejections in here. 1, 2, 3 candles, all sweeps below that imbalance, right? Are all wicks, and you can see that price continue to the upside. So again, I made this video because I saw a lot of traders lose in such situations, and they don't even realize why it happened, okay? And by just simply looking at all your time frames, knowing where you are, knowing what's going on, because sometimes you see the break of a low in your execution time frame, and you will probably do this. And all you're looking at is this right here, and you are waiting and thinking about the perfect level to take a short from here. Maybe this imbalance, maybe you want to take higher RR from here. So all your focus shifts to where to enter, and you are not aware of this right here. Would you take an entry if you see this? This is all rejections from here. Does this seem like a bearish signal to you to take price lower? If price wants to continue lower, so basically what happened here is that we are trading to the upside. We have the wick in here, the sweep and the failure to close, right? That indicates weakness, right, in the bullish momentum. When price started trading to the downside and you see this signature, all of this wicks, sweeps, this candle couldn't close below this one, this candle also couldn't close below this one right here, and also couldn't close below this imbalance. That's the bearish momentum of this bearish candle, this black candle is getting weaker. All right, so I believe that this is the end of this video. If you have any questions, DM in my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.